Hey, what is up, everybody? I am Jason, and you're watching my channel, Micro Investor. So last week I made a video talking about Neo, and I was talking about how they got $100 million in debt financing and how they were working on other financing projects. So since I made the last video, there have been some more changes at Neo. So on February 14th, Neo announced that they did get another $100 million in debt financing, and it's the same deal as last time with the convertible notes. They have a year to pay it off, and or the lender can decide that they want to cash it in for stock for the trade of $3.07 a share of Neo. So the day after the last Neo video was uploaded, I got comments about an SEC filing, and people were wondering, is it true? Basically, it's saying that Tencent, the Chinese tech giant, had upped its stake in Neo, with Tencent now owning more than 30% of Neo. So that would mean now that Tencent is the majority shareholder of Neo, but I couldn't really find any information between the two companies backing this up. I'm assuming it has something to do with the coronavirus, as both companies pretty much are just shut down right now. So what I assume happened here was that Tencent had no choice but to convert debt into shares of Neo, because Neo didn't have the money to pay out the debt. Otherwise, they wouldn't have money to run production. They couldn't really afford to do anything. And Tencent also being a large ownership of Neo, they'd pretty much just be screwed out of their money as well. So that's what I think happened, was that it just basically some debt got converted into shares, and now Tencent has more shares. With Tencent now owning the majority share of Neo stock, I think this helps better secure the cash-strapped electric vehicle company. Now, I'm not sure how it's going to work out with the chain of command with William Li, but I'm sure that that Tencent has a whole lot that they can bring to the table, a whole lot more they can bring to the table now that they own so much more of the company. And Neo needs all the help they can get, because right now the company has no numerical guidance, because they can't predict how long the coronavirus is going to be sticking around and screwing up business for them. But the coronavirus is also affecting everybody, so it's going to really be a test for not just Neo, but other companies as well, because vehicle sales in general in China are way down because of this. What I understand right now is, as far as the whole vehicle industry in China, only a third of the factories are even running right now for all the vehicle makers in China, because of the coronavirus. And also businesses in general are, a lot of them are shut down. So for the auto industry in China, the coronavirus is going to have a huge financial toll on that industry. I mean, more so than what it is right now, because people, there's a lot of people that have lost wages, and it's going to be a while before anybody can even buy a new vehicle or even a used vehicle. And a lot of these companies probably aren't going to take trade-ins. So we're going to have to see how things go there in China with the whole auto industry. The largest EV maker in China, BYD, reported their sales falling more than 3/4 in January from the same period last year. I think the only company in China that is producing vehicles that is not going to feel much of an effect from the coronavirus is going to be Tesla, as they've just reopened their Shanghai Gigafactory. But they've also never reported numbers from sales in China from vehicles that they have produced in their Gigafactory. So I think that it's really not going to have that big of an effect on their business, because there wasn't really any guidance to really go off of from there. So I still think that Tesla growing in China is still going to really benefit Neo in the long run, with increased popularity into EV vehicles, and with Neo being a Chinese-owned company. And not only that, with Tencent being an owner of a lot of shares of Tesla stock, and with them being majority shareholder of Neo, it's going to be in their best interest to really push EV vehicles anyways. So I'd like to hear people's thoughts on Neo now getting another $100 million in debt financing, as well as Tencent now owning 30% of Neo. Now, personally, I think it's great. I think the Tencent can do a whole lot with that, but I'd like to know what your guys' thoughts are of that. So as always, everybody, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I have new videos coming out on my channel all the time. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next video coming very soon.